20 takeaway lessons from The Way of the Samurai. Emily Dickinson wrote of it, the solitary prowess of a silent life. Nikola Tesla expressed it, the mind is sharper and keener in uninterrupted solitude. Originality thrives in seclusion free from outside influences beating upon us to cripple the creative mind. Solitude can bring one many friends, heal or push away people, depending on one's response to her. This time, solitude brought forth the book, The Way of the Samurai, a 1977 edition instilling perspective on how to live like a samurai, with pride and honor, leaving traces of love, lust, and greed in one's path. Although this is not a full extraction of the work of Yukio Mishima, I hope you get to take points that will help you in the monotonous everyday life. 1. Thus, it is essential to do things properly in every age. 2. It is wrong to set one's mind on two things at once. 3. Ours is an age in which everything is based on the premise that it is best to live as long as possible. The average lifespan has become the longest in history, and a monotonous plan for humanity unrolls before us. The youth's enthusiasm for my-home-ism lasts as long as he is struggling to find his own little nest. And as soon as he has found it, the future holds nothing for him. All there is the retirement money clipped up in rows on the abacus and the peaceful, boring life of impotent old age. This image is constantly in the shadows of the welfare state, threatening the hearts of mankind. 4. In modern society, the meaning of death is constantly being forgotten. No, it is not forgotten, rather, the subject is avoided. Hagakure insists that to ponder death daily is to concentrate daily on life. When we do our work thinking that we may die today, we cannot help feeling that our job suddenly becomes radiant with life and meaning. 6. We are all human beings. Why should one man be inferior to another? Skills and trainings are of no use unless one has great confidence in oneself. 7. If one restricts one's life by the virtue of modesty, daily samurai training will never produce a dynamic ideal of action which transcends that training. This reinforces the principle that one must have great confidence in oneself, if I may add, almost to the point of pride. 8. And if the extreme manifestations of man's free will is the free will to die, do to ask, then what is free will? 9. Advice almost never functions as a social lubricant. 8 or 9 times out of 10, it makes people lose face, crushes their will, and creates a grudge. 10. A certain person is constantly preaching strict austerity, but I disagree. As the proverb says, fish do not live in clear water. It is the seaweed that provides fish with a hiding place in which to grow safely to maturity. 11. What one has not experienced firsthand, one cannot know. And yet, there is a means of learning the truth, even though one has not been able to discern it for oneself. The way lies in talking with other people. It is often true that even a person who has not yet perfected himself may be able to give direction to others. 12. Small matters should be taken seriously. Truly important problems are few. They occur probably no more than once, twice, or thrice in a lifetime. Everyday reflection will tell you this. Therefore, it is necessary to plan ahead what to do in case of a crisis. And then, when the time comes, to remember the plan and dispose of the problem accordingly. Without daily preparation, when faced with a difficult situation, one may be unable to reach a quick decision with disastrous results. 13. On the other hand, if he is scolded too severely as a child, he will grow into a shy, introverted adult. In any event, one must take care that he does not acquire bad character traits. Once he has picked up an unfortunate trait, you will not rid him of it no matter how you lecture him. In speech and in etiquette, he should be made to reach a general understanding of propriety, and he should never know vulgar desires. All other points are less important. since most normal healthy children grow up anyway, regardless of their upbringing. 14. The delicacy of Agakure also teaches that sincerity is the most important requisite for human relations. That view is accepted even today with a little opposition. It is said, if you want to see into the heart of a friend, fall ill. A person who is friendly to you in good times and turns his back on you like a stranger in times of illnesses, of misfortunes, is a coward. It is most important when a friend has met with ill fortune to stand by him, to visit him, and to take him to where he needs. 15. The first thing a samurai says on any occasion is extremely important. He displays with this one remark all the valor of the samurai. In times of peace, it is language that manifests valor. Even in times of chaos and destruction, great bravery may be revealed in a single word. 16. Moreover, it is only extremely rarely that the opinions of young people are skillfully manipulated and put to practical use, so that they will become a plus in society. 17. Many people give advice, but those who receive it gratefully are few. Still rarer are those who follow such advice. Once a man passes the age of 30, there is no one to advise him. When advice ceases to reach him, he becomes willful and selfish. For the rest of his life, he adds impropriety to foolishness until he is beyond redemption. Therefore, it is absolutely necessary to find someone who knows what is right and to become well acquainted with him and to receive his instruction. 18. Jocho, surprisingly enough, extols the virtues of harmony and humility. 19. If one puts the other person before oneself and without jealousy or competitiveness, behaves according to etiquette, if one humbly thinks of the other person's interests, even to one's personal disadvantage, each meeting will be as at the first, and the relationship will never degenerate. 20. Until the age of 40, a samurai should not be carried away by wisdom or judgment, but should depend on ability and strength. The stronger he is, the better. It depends on the individual and his status in life. But even after 40, a samurai carries little weight without strength of character.